Hello again everybody, welcome back to another episode of Landric Plays Hand of Fate 2. Last episode we took on the Hermit card, and it took us a couple of attempts, but we made it. We fought our way through a mysteriously enchanted forest, we found the Hermit, and we saved him from the Empire, but we were sort of generally merciful, and yeah, we got a whole bunch of equipment in exchange for that, so that's going to be good. We could go back and do the strength card, but given how many times we failed that, I think I'm going to move on and then we'll come back to it a bit later still, just, you know, so we still have a bit of variety. So let's go for the wheel. 3 mysterious characters have been imprisoned beyond this mortal realm. Freeing them may provide great rewards. So we're going to have a whole bunch of gambits. Make sure you have enough food, make sure you can acquire gold. So basically any of these would help because they all give us a, what's the word, a gambit thingamabob. Thingamabob, that was helpful. Who do we want to bring with us though? Let's bring Malacalypse again, just because. So we found Yvonne's cottage that had a big sign that said "Danger, Fountain of Youth, do not enter." So. But she gave us a pie, so that was quite nice. So let's take that. Oh no, this is a vet's cottage. Interesting. Oh, we'll hang on to that. This can get us gold or food, so let's hang on to it. It's also a wheel card, which Malacalypse will help us with. You will give us gold for everything we've revealed, so let's do that. We won't go for the deadly forest. We could go for the loan shark, but last time we didn't pay him back. He sent hordes and hordes of thieves and wizards to get his debt back, so we'll take the underneath just because. The healer, don't know what that does. Mage's Workshop, don't know what that does. This is always good for gold.
That card is one of your favourites. I don't see the appeal.
Goblin Town sounds exciting. So mostly I'm just picking cards that seem fun and exciting and we've not seen before, rather than ones that will necessarily help. I was going to say perhaps we bring the Thieves Guild one because they can often give us extremely good stuff, but perhaps not in this case. I don't know what to pick. Let's go with the Helpful Priest. No, I think we lose. Sorry, I remember seeing this in the first game, and we traded food for blessings. Given that we probably need to gain food, I won't bring it with us. We'll just bring the Winding Trail, and maybe that will have an encounter, but some treasure at the end of it, perhaps. What stuff do we want to bring with us? Golden Shield, that sounds pretty exciting. Let's grab that. Scorched Blade, let's grab that as well. Cry of Victory is always a fun artifact. Mercenary Guard, don't you give us... You potentially give us gold, yes? No. You stop goblins from taking gold from us though, so that could be useful. Imperial Armour looks quite good as well, let's grab that. Felvin's Favour potentially gives us max life. Masks of Holy Fortunes, don't know what that does, but we'll take that along as well. Extinguisher, don't know what that does. Gambler's Jewel and Grifter's Companion, we'll grab both of those. Thieves' Bounty gives us gold for using finishes on thieves, we'll grab that. Ring of Food sounds quite good as well. Thieves' Folly also sounds good, but we haven't actually taken a single... Oh no, we have taken a few weapons with us. Do we want to take anything else? Actually, let's take the Exquisite Blade, because we can sell that for a whole bunch of money, and that might come in helpful to us. But otherwise, yeah, we're a little bit light on weapons this time. So, we can only take 2 supplies. So I was going to say, let's bring a... a blessing that we can take right from the start. Okay, let's just do that straight away, because I want to see what that is. And we'll go with the Soldier's Sword. And... or do we go with the food? No, I think we want at least a good starting weapon. We'll stick with that. Okay. Let's make a start and see how far we get.
Fate turns through all of our lives. We can choose when to spin the wheel, yet not where it lands.
Okay. Imprisoned
Anger,
fate.
pain, wrath. These are the powers that propel us when faith, love, and truth have failed us.
You wake one night to a shimmering orb hovering over you, bathing your surroundings in a silver light. 3 figures appear in the glow. The tallest one speaks. Despite her hushed tone, her voice fills the room. Rise, hero. Rise and free us from our eternal prison. Mortals have many names for us. Genies, jinns, or deities, but we are none of these. We are the Watchers of the Weave. The fates of all things are ours to know. Harrow speaks. I don't know which one of them is Harrow. His voice booming from behind his long beard. Okay, I guess this one. To free us, you must travel beyond the mortal realm. We can guide you, but you alone must master the whims of fate. Iowa? Laments. We are not the only ones who see the strings tied to every mortal. Long ago a mage saw himself as puppet master and not a marionette. He would not stand for our interference, so he trapped us here beyond the mortal gates. Okay, let's try and rescue them. We are not in your mortal realm, but somewhere beyond. We can bring you part of the way, but you alone must prove yourself a master of fate. Some are supple and bend to fate's will, while others are left broken. The 3 siblings join hands and begin to chant. There is a moment of discomfort and a rushing sensation, and when your vision clears you feel like you are floating. Far below you see your body, still safely asleep beside the fire. Prove yourself, and you will open the path to our prison. So we have to gather fate shards. This intervention will have alerted our jailer, the Black Knight. Tarry not, the longer you take to get here, the stronger the night will be. Okay, so we've got to gather shards, climb stairs, and the longer we take, the night.
Do not let these spirits sell you on their fancy. Truth is never so clearly cut.
Gariel appears to you in a vision of silver light. I do not have eyes, yet I perceive fate's hand. Do you see the world as it truly is, or is your vision clouded? No, so far so good. So 5 fate shards. Aha! So that's what Fate's Path does.
More challenges, more questions, more truths.
Oh, I see. This is the end of the dungeon, and I guess that blessing reveals the rest of the map once we found it. Aha! A golden staircase stretches up into the mists. The Black Knight waits patiently at the summit. Each stair you climb gives him time to bolster his defences or thwart your progress. You must gather the shards of fate as quickly as possible. Each level you progress through will increase the difficulty of the final encounter. So we want to gather as many shards in just this one as we can, I suppose. Okay, interesting. We only got 3 food, which isn't fantastic. I can't really see the map very well either. Okay. It's a bit zoomed in, but okay. So the Wheel of Hunger, that doesn't sound great. But actually if we go here and here and here, we'll have 0 food when we get to this one, so it won't be the end of the world. So, okay, I guess we'll do that. I don't think the healer is any use to us because we're at full health.
Healing in a place like this always carries a price.
We could buy food, we could buy information. What does that do? I can ask the Whisperers of their travels, she explains. They speak of many tales, some of daring, some of adventure, some of things yet to pass. Would that just reveal some of the map that's already revealed? I think we probably need to buy the food, unfortunately. I'd love to see what that actually does, though. Well, next time. I guess that'll give us the token.
Anger.
Wheel of Rage.
You and I must both cultivate our anger, for Callus lies at the end of our quest, and we will need to be white hot in our rage to defeat him.
Okay. Or we could be very calm. Perhaps that would help. Harrow appears before you in a vision of silver. People claim that they fight for freedom, for coin, or to protect the weak. The truth makes liars of them all. They fight because inside their hearts burns an unquenchable rage. If you are to free us, you must be not just a skilled warrior, but prepared for whatever fate may set in your path. Okay, so we get a wheel. Oh, okay, that's very fast. So there's very little we can do other than just hit select. And, oh, I see, we have to fight one of these. And I don't want it to be an ogre, so Malacalypse rather. 4 of steel is much more palatable. No righteous battle is without a limitation on time.
Move faster next time.
A lover in peril or a comrade suspended from the hangman's noose. Fate will decide the sand in the hourglass. Okay, so this determines how much time we have to beat it. So I guess I'm assuming we want the one with most hourglasses, so let's see if we can just time it. Nope, not quite. 60 seconds. 60 seconds for 4 of steel. That's probably going to be a little bit tight. But, I mean, we'll do our best. We'll see what we can do. Not having Malacalypse won't help that, of course. So we're going to have to be extremely aggressive. So, let's go. Nope, that wasn't a great start. So we've got to bash, stab, stab. Riposte. Bash, stab. Special. Stab, stab. Riposte, no. Okay, we've got to get that riposte a little bit faster. But we're on track. Okay, I guess we used our special on that guy instead of this guy, but no problem. Get another bash in there, stun lock him, and there we go, plenty of time left over. Took a few more hits than perhaps we needed to, but I think that extra aggression is what got us through the fight. So I'm guessing this gives us some more fate shards. Ooh, and it gives some equipment too. Exquisite blade. It said gold would be useful, so we'll grab that and we'll try and sell it later. We don't want
Truly
to equip
a thing
it.
of beauty and immaculate craftsmanship. But is it merely for show?
It is merely for show, that's the whole point.
When all the magic has left the world, goblins will still persist.
Following the goblin's instructions, you walk through snow, then marsh, then under an old oak tree. You crawl through dirt tunnels lit by shafts of sunlight until you eventually emerge on a paved road deep underground. Up ahead you see a bright green glow. You are no longer alone. Goblins scurry from adjoining tunnels and greet you on the path. You are swept along with the crowd until the tunnel broadens into a vast cavern encapsulating a small city, Goblin Town. Green lanterns class the city in a murky light. Crowds of goblins go about their business while hooded figures lead rodent-like beasts of burden to market. In the distance, a mountain of gold glitters enticingly. Lines of goblins are arrayed around it like spokes of a wheel. Let's visit the Gold Mountain. You join one of the long queues of goblins waiting patiently for their gold. A dusty goblin wearing a pointy hat peers down at you from a tall bureau. His wrinkled hand clutches a quill over a scroll of paper so long that it cascades off his counter and onto the ground. Name? The ancient goblin slowly scratches your name into the parchment before scooping some of the gold into your waiting haversack with a long giant spoon. Hey, 10 gold. Hey, 10 gold. Hey, 10 gold. Oh, 25, blimey, okay, that was helpful. So I guess we can't go back there, but that's very good. Let's explore the rest of town. This one? No, not a dramatic failure, but a failure nonetheless. A passing goblin notices your gaze. Wonderful, isn't it? A great burrowing serpent ate out the earth on Goblin King's command. Suddenly, urgent horns blare an alarm through the city, reverberating off the cavern walls. Goblins and hooded folk alike drop what they're doing to rush towards exit tunnels or drop into portals, popping up here and there. The ground rumbles underfoot as a choking black gas begins to seep into the cavern. A panicked rat beast barrels down the street, knocking you into a goblin portal. Oh, okay. Hey, we avoid the hunger.
Operating in these lands, a brave decision, and one I hope keeps him in good health.
I was going to say, hooray, we've avoided the Wheel of Hunger card, but firstly, we haven't because it's here, and secondly, we'd have to go back through it anyway, so never mind. You enter the workshop of the Enchanter. He specialises in adding magical powers to items, especially those that bring health and fortune to adventurers. I can enchant one of your items. Be warned, any existing enchantment will be destroyed. However, we don't have anything useful, so never mind.
It claws at the belly and thrusts one into truth.
You hear Iowa's voice in your head, and a great swirling mist surrounds and confines you. Fate's hunger must be sated. Should the meal nourish the needy or fatten the opulent? It is not for us to know. Fate will decide. Oh, that's quite painful. So we lose virtually all of our food. In fact, we will when we get here. So if we give up the food, we get 2 fate shards. So let's try that and see.
Alchemy is one of the pure arts. That says little for its practitioners, however.
So if we mix, so we know that if we mix yellow and blue, we'll be able to turn it into food. But we've actually yet to try any of the others. Still, I think we'll give it a go. So we've got one blue. So if we can get a yellow one, then that'll turn it into... Okay, blue and yellow makes green. I think if we get a red one though, that'll be bad. So we've got to make sure the next one is either blue or yellow. Okay, so let's go for... Oh no, it's the red one after all. Ah, but we can redraw. Let's try again then. Okay, yellow feather. The mix of ingredients seems a little unbalanced. Too many feathers. However, we get a food gain card all the same. 5 food. Just enough, really. I still haven't made the elixir of life though, so still that token to get. And we can pop along here. And climb the steps, I suppose. So who is the Black Knight going to add to his retinue? Let's go for... Oh, I was hoping for the 4 of Frost, but you know what, I'll take it, that's fine. Fate has chosen an ally for the Black Knight. Though I am now blind to the weave of fate, I am sure our faith in you is well placed. Okay, so it's not terrible, but it's not super ideal. 12 of 50. Aha! That's helpful. So again, I think we should probably... Oh, we'll stay here for now. Let's have a look at the map. So I think we can... Ooh. So if we buy food here... Aha! So if we... So the cartographer actually might give us a token this time because we revealed everything. That's pretty good. I think all of these cards are pretty good. I think we'll go. Yeah, we're just going to loop around and get all of them. There's no fate tokens here, but meh. We'll get this, and if we get enough, then we'll be able to open Malacalypse's the next level of Malacalypse's quest as well. And we can also buy information. Pay the 5 gold. What does that do? Oh, they do not want to share tales. I guess it would just reveal some information then. Don't need healing. Don't really care about healing our companion. Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Can you claim this token?
So Malacalypse, if I remember rightly, was suffering some sort of horrible disease, possibly even that corruption that's been spreading through the land. And we have to go to the Underneath to try and find a cure for him. So, following the cryptic directions, many of which involve borrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. We must seek out Ira of the Vale in the Underneath, the bard had explained as you followed a frightened cow around the previous night. Malacalypse drops his wine bottle nervously and forces a loud and hearty laugh, completely ignoring your question. The bespectacled ogre manning the door to the Underneath doesn't look up from his books as you approach. 15 food items per entry. We don't have 15 food though. Okay, never mind. Can we revisit that if it comes to it? Perhaps. So let's go up this way. So yeah, we'll circle around just like that.
100 years, almost every true artifact of power has been lost.
What used to be a lavish monastery has taken a major hit from a recent raid. A monk laments, it's a shame about the missing gold, but it's an even greater tragedy that they've stolen our holy relic. So we volunteer to search for them. Finally a profitable venture, says Malacalypse as he gathers a handful of coins strewn over the ground by the fleeing raiders. Oh, so we just get some gold straight away. And a whole bunch of... Okay, you follow a trail of abandoned trinkets to find the northern raiders sleeping atop a pile of treasure in a conspicuous forest clearing. Do we alert the authorities? Do we take the violent approach, or do we take the stealthy approach? We've got full health. I reckon we can probably easily cut our way through these. Let's take the violent approach. Oh, choose a card to discard. You managed to take out one of the raiders out before the others wake. and they jumped arms. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess the stealthy approach would give us... I bet it would be a pendulum challenge, and I bet it would give us a chance to steal the relic back from them and run away. But no, I think we'll just go straight into the fray.
All of this for a bit of old dead holy man.
Okay, that was lucky we had that shield on us, because we immediately took a bit of damage there. So you vanish and you show up here again. We'll try and take out this shaman first, because those magical spells are pretty nasty. Okay, so we're all bound up. Ha, dodge that one though. There we go. Mage defeated. Now we can just hack and slash our way through the rest of these raiders. And that should be fine. Whoop. It would be fine if we were slightly more careful about our dodging. I thought we were out of range of that. I guess we weren't dodging at quite the right time. Can you give us a shield? That would be helpful. Oh, no, again, dodge too early. Luckily they're sort of keeping their distance. So I think these trappers work best when paired with another group of enemies. Because otherwise they mostly just stand around and throw those traps. There we go. Good. That went pretty well. So let's see if we can get this relic back for the priest. Maybe we'll get an even better reward. Maybe we'll get a blessing. You haul the stolen items back to the monastery. The monks grab the carved sapphire hat from you as soon as you return. The holy relic. This is worth far more than gold to us, so please take the rest as your reward. So we get some fame, we get a whole bunch of gold, which is apparently going to be useful for us. Wow, that is a lot of gold. That and Goblin Town are... we are doing pretty well. Yvette's cottage. Another woman greets you at the door to Yvonne's cottage. To Yvonne's cottage, rather. She curtly introduces herself as Yvonne's sister, Yvette. Yvonne and her baby are nowhere in sight. She too offers you beef pie and potatoes, sprinkling some sunshine flour over it. Brings out the flavour, you know. You bite into the pie. The seeds of the sunshine burst sweetly in your mouth as you chew. Then you see it, your hands, wrinkling before your eyes. Spell of aging. Consume twice as much food when traversing. Oh, okay, that's not good. Fool! That will teach you to befriend my awful sister. Before you do anything, she pushes you from the cottage and locks the door. You see the sign in front of the waterfall. Waterfall of Youth. Very dangerous. Stay clear. Okay, let's try and step into the water. Damn. A stone strikes your temple. You see Yvette pelt another from the cottage window. Get out of here, urchin. This is my land, you know. Okay, so now we're old and we're consuming more food. That's slightly a drastic problem. Well, a whole bunch more gold at least. Hey! Triple sixes. Ah, and that gets us another shard of fate. Huntley crumples in defeat almost instantly. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger, he grumbles. So, 10 gold. 10 gold. You take your reward, and then that resets, and we'll have even more gold on it next time. There are 8 revealed encounter cards, so we can take 16 gold. And does this give us a token? You spend several hours in his company until he is satisfied that you have nothing else useful to add. Oh, it requires even more than 8. Okay. Suddenly a tree falls across your path, blocking your way ahead. Weapons bristle from the trees around you, blah blah blah. It's an ambush! Give them all of our gold. Ha, no, not 118 gold. We are gonna stab them in the face. And then hopefully they've got some food kicking around, because otherwise we are going to start starving to death. It's a big shame we messed up that card gambit, because that is going to really hurt us as we go through this through this dungeon. Whoop, dodge that one. Bloody silencers. So they are nimble enough that they will occasionally avoid these sword strikes, but we still can riposte with if we're quick enough, which is nice. Like that. We can chain up our special attacks if we dodge that, and then finish them off. I really want to just finish that guy off over there before they... There we go, before they break my combo. Get Malaklips back on his feet as well. And then we'll just carry on stabbing the guys over here instead. So we'll finish you. Do a combat roll and then finish you as well. Special attack on the silencer over here. Okay, finish him off first. There we go. That was a pretty clean fight, really. I think we did quite well for ourselves there, given that we're now exceptionally old and crippled. It is a surprise that that doesn't like half our max life rather than oh, what was I saying? Blah blah blah. Words. Rather than giving us that curse for the food. We only want to feed our families. What else would you have them do? 10 gold, let them go free, demand the spoils. If their spoils are food, I kind of want it. So we get 2 fame, we get some max life. Please be a food king card. No. Okay. Let's check the map again. So we could go to the underneath, but we don't have any food, so there's no point. And now we're completely out of food. So I guess we'll climb the steps. So I don't know how we're supposed to gain Fate Gate cards.
Each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
Okay, so more anarchists. I think that'll be fine. Slightly stacking up on thieves.
Perhaps you should have taken your time.
No, I'm fine with that. Wheel of Rage. Aha, more combat. Okie dokie. Terror of Blight? Yeah, I'm fine with that. The trick is going to be how much time do we have, and whether it has any companions alongside it. 30 seconds is definitely not going to be long enough. 60 might. I think 60 will be fine. If it's got more corrupted with it, then it could be a bit tight. If it's just the Terror of Blight, then it's going to be absolutely no problem. If it's got corrupted with it, then it'll be tight, but I think we'll still manage it in 60 seconds. So, go on. What's it going to be? Yep, just the one. So, bash, 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 bash. Dodge. Bash, 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 bash. Stab. Bash, 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 bash. Dodge. Bash, 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 bash. And then he's going to do a big attack, and then stun himself, and we can just finish him off. So 30 seconds would have been enough for this one. But we had a little bit of extra leeway, which was good. So how many Fate Shards do we get for that? Hey, Second Wind. In combat, boost life to 75 when life drops below 25 and then discard this card. Nice. So basically, a little bit of extra health, and we reveal 3 encounters. So Fate's Choice, Fate's Whim, Fate's Choice. Cool, I guess we'll go and do those. So 4 Fate Shards, 4 Fame. Still a long way to go though. The problem is we are running out of food.
In dreams, eh?
I am Awa, Mistress of Fate. I observe Fate's whims and help my brother and sister guide people towards their destiny. Fate is not solely chaos and chance. My brother Harrow weaves the tapestry of life with your memories and dreams. So we take 4 encounter cards. Oh, more arm wrestling. I can't see what the others are, is the problem. I think we'll stick with this one. Iwer extends her hand to you in an elegant motion. Tiny ethereal figures dance and contort in her palm. Gradually, you realise you're watching events from your own past. Hey, more arm wrestling. So plenty of gold on offer here. We've got to beat the Brass Hag, who wants to buy a boat. Okay, we're not going to beat her with rolls like that. Let's just roll all of them again. That was almost worse. But we don't lose anything. We just we get a tiny bit of gold, in fact, for what's the word? For participating. So I'm going to go this way and then this way. Oh, okay, Wheel of Hunger. A starving man cannot guard against the whims of fate. They only see as far as the next meal, so we don't get any fate shards for that either. So we'll come back for these. Aha, there we go.
The damage taken from starvation is more than the healing delivered by eating. As with many things, we find ourselves sliding further and further into hardship.
Do we go for another 3? Yeah, we'll go for another 3. We've got plenty of gold left over. But I won't buy the 1, because that's not quite as efficient. What equipment have you got, actually? Imperial armor, max life, shuffle... Ooh, shuffle less is good. Light of truth, gambler's jewel, ring of... All of these are very good. In fact, I can afford both of these, so... You know what? I think I will.
This piece has passed through more than a few hands. Every gambler loses eventually, even when the deck is stacked in their favor.
And we'll get a little bit of life back as well. Hopefully we don't need that gold to win this encounter, it's just for buying things like that. Let's see. So yeah, we'll go and do these for fate shards, and then we'll sort of explore back around here. Oh yeah, of course that...
This knight is merely a tool of the fates, but this is a tool that can still cut deeply.
Interesting. 3 wounds to gain 7 shards, or duel against the Black Knight for 50 seconds to gain 5 shards. 3 wounds could be very bad, but equally so could dueling the Black Knight. I think we'll go for dueling the Black Knight. The Black Knight will relish the chance to plant fear in your heart. So this will give us an impression of what we're going to be up against when we make it to the end of this encounter. And hopefully if we just, you know, dodge and roll away from him, we won't take any wounds. Which might be a fair price for 2 shards. Wow, this looks scary. A warrior from beyond the 13th gate. You must bash away his armor before you can take him down. Okay. I mean, not that we can actually... Like, imagine if we defeated him now. I suspect that's not going to be the case. So he wants to put fear into our hearts, does he? Well, let's put some fear into his. We're doing alright so far. Ah, he's not that scary at all. Maybe we will defeat him in time. I suspect not, but you never know. God, let's be super aggressive. Maybe we'll get bonus fate shards for it. There we go. So we survived, and I think we scared the Black Knight more than he scared us. So he disappears. We get some shards. Oh, okay. Let's do it again. We can absolutely survive 50 seconds. We've proven that. I mean, we could just dodge and roll around and suffer virtually no risk at all. But where's the fun in that? So this curse is going to be a bit of a problem for us, though. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that, other than perhaps, well, hopefully we'll find a card that lets us remove that curse, because that is going to, I mean, it's doubling our food consumption, isn't it? And that's going to be expensive, either in terms of gold or food. Flawless. Oh, not so flawless. Damn. Ah, drat, we rolled right into him. Okay, so he suffered 2 wounds essentially, but it might have turned out to be cheaper than the other 3 wounds anyway. Well, let's see what we get. So some more fame, some more shards, and onwards. More whims of fate. More encounter cards. Let's see if any of them give us some food. Ooh, the alchemist. I can't actually see... the alchemist will be fine. Like, none of those seem particularly bad, but I'm not sure I want to bother redrawing.
Alchemy is not chemistry. The formulations are merely a receptacle for the powers involved.
So
Every alchemist has at least a touch of the mage about them.
this time we could go for food, again, with the red and blue. We've used that... in fact, I think every single time we've got this card, we've ended up making food. And that'd still be very useful to us. But let's try... Oh, okay. No, let's just go for food. I was going to say let's try and get the elixir of life by gathering all the red ones, but no. I think we're just going to go for more food, because that is going to be much more helpful to helping us get to the end of this. Oh no, okay, orange I guess. No, we're going to redraw there. There we go, blue mushroom. Okay, so we have to get a yellow one next time if we want food. And if not, we'll just see what orange or not orange. So blue, I'm guessing. If we get fully blue, we'll get fame, and if we get, well, I don't know what purple will do. Probably explode in our faces or something like that. Ready, 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 go. There we go. So I think a feather would have been better for us, but at least it's green. And we get 5 food for that. So maybe if we had a feather, a mushroom and a beetle, then we'd have got more food gain from it perhaps. Who knows?
Like a flame, you are never satiated until you have consumed all.
Is it greed that leads mortals to degrade each other in the pursuit of coin? Guerrilla whispers in your ear. Thin strands of silver smoke ensnare you like jailer's chains. Or perhaps we are all equally damaged and we label those with better understanding greedy to appease our envy. Give in to greed and fate will reward you. Okay. I'm guessing because we don't have enough gold, yeah, we gain nothing. And the Wheel of Hunger again.
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that the game, this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Alright, let's test our perception. Hooray, success! So we're slowly getting there. I don't know if we're going to make it before we run out of food again, though. Wheel of Greed, Fate's Favour, General Store. So I don't think the General Store can help us because we've got no gold and no food. But we will go for the Fate's Favour. Just on the off chance we get another good amount of shards. Damn. Okay, so that just cost us 2 food for no real gain. Now the question is, can we get 14 shards in this next... Ooh. Lone Wolf. What does this do? The Accursed Mage granted his knight many methods to inhibit your efforts. Okay, so we'll draw a curse right before we face the knight. So more fights, and we are starving to death, which is not good. Okay, 5 of steel again. Probably better than some of these other ones. I don't know what the thorns are, that sounds pretty scary. The mischief's horrible and annoying, so I think we'll stick with the 5 of steel is good. As long as we can get enough time to defeat them, we should be alright.
You might want to work on this. Clearly you lack what it takes.
That's what you think. I think we did pretty well. There we go, 120 seconds. That should be more than enough time. The real question is, are we going to have enough food? Or rather, yeah, are we going to be able to survive until we find enough food to survive? Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Are we going to starve to death? That's the question. We've got plenty of health, so we've got a little bit of leeway.
By sea and sun,
But
fate and fame.
the faster we find some food, the better off we're going to be. Perhaps I should have stacked up on some food gain cards. Or rather some, like the Armour of Gluttony and all of that stuff. We have been getting a lot of use out of that. And it is nice to try these other cards like the Imperial Armour and stuff. It has turned out to be quite good for us there. But equally, maybe just the simpler cards is best. I don't know. So far so good. not worry too much about the timer here. Yeah, 1 minute and 22 seconds to go, so that took us just under 40 seconds, just over 40 seconds, just under 40 seconds. Yeah, 38 seconds. There we go. I can count. Okay, so we get some armor. The ring of food is pretty good actually. 25 life. Do I want to change that for food? I don't think I do, because I think we'll lose less. And then we get 7 food anyway. Perfect. So 4 fate shards. 10 to go. Okay, more whims of fate. More encounter cards. Ooh. See if we can get Goblin Town. Nope, we'll get the Cartographer. Let's redraw, just to see if we can get the Goblin Town again. I don't know if we'll get as much gold this time, or if we'll get any in fact, but it's worth a try, right?
Excellent. A wise decision.
Blah blah blah, Gold Mountain. 15 gold. Nope, we'll keep the gold I think. And then hopefully we can buy some food with it. And we'll be able to buy more than 2. And if nothing else, the fate shards will be quite useful to us, I think. Or rather, the gold will be useful for us gaining fate shards. Oh no! Out of the way, out of the way! 2 goblins carrying a towering cake come rushing towards the street. You leap out of the way, twisting your ankle on a crooked cobblestone. You lose 5 life. That's not the end of the world. And then we fall out of Goblin Town. That's not too bad at all. Wheel of Greed, excellent. We can spin the wheel, give up some of our gold, and then we'll get more fate shards. Because we are running out of places to go, and I don't know whether we'll have enough Wheel of Hunger. Okay. So if we land exactly on the 1, we'll get fate shards for it. If not, we won't be able to. So we get no fate shards for that. Winding Trail, Wheel of Greed, Wheel of Rage. So let's go to both of these. Hopefully that will give us enough fate shards. We're going to lose a fair bit of health for this. Suffer 1 curse. Duel the Black Knight for 60. 4 wounds for 8 shards. No, we'll do this. It's annoying, because it means we're 1 shard short, but hopefully there's the Wheel of Rage or whatever it is, so that'll allow us to get the last one that we need. Okay, so I'm not expecting you to be particularly terrifying. But we don't really need to do any of this. And it's just going to put us in harm's way, but you know, just standing around doing nothing is boring, right? So let's not do that. So we'll just dodge and roll, and then we'll practice as attacks, that's what we're doing. So I don't think we picked up any weapons or armour that are particularly... Oh no, yeah, we found the armour, but not any weapons that are particularly useful. But we still got the soldier's sword, that's pretty good. I don't know how close we are to unlocking the token on that. But this... Whoop, that was a bit of a misstep. Come on, 10 seconds to go. I suspect we can't kill him, even if we tried. But who knows? He's a tall fellow, isn't he? Alright, Black Knight survived once again. He's, yeah, not really scaring me. It's the whole horde of enemies he's going to bring with him that makes me a little bit nervous. Okay, let's take a look at the map. So, Wheel of Greed, Wheel of Rage, and the Alchemist. Oh, okay, so we can actually just go straight here and then all the way back, I think.
Starvation has been the end of many adventurers.
So whichever of these is fine, because we'll give up that gold in exchange for a single shard. That'll give us 50 shards, and then we shouldn't need any food to backtrack along here.
Oh dear. Move faster next time.
Oh right, I thought we'd failed somehow, but no, he's just he's taking the mick because we got a pain card, but there were only pain cards on that. Alright. Okay, we're on 39 health because
now
of that.
Now you reap all that you have sown. Now death comes for you in a score of forms.
So this is going to be slightly tricky. The golden stairs give way to solid stone, and you find yourself face to face with the Black Knight. You're on a mountaintop cloaked in silver fog. Iowa, Harrow, and Gariel materialize beside you and smile. You have pierced the veil, and so the Black Knight comes to defend his realm. Defeat him and free as champion. So he gets the 5 of Greed, he gets the Anarchists, and we get the Lone Wolf, which means we don't have Malacalypse to help us. Though I'm less worried about that, to be honest. But we don't have a lot of health to play with, so we're going to have to be very careful about how we do this fight. I know we can do it. We didn't take any damage from him beforehand, but it's just going to be a bit of a cluster of enemies. Malacalypse's shield would come in handy. Okay, the protector of prisoners being held beyond this mortal realm. A mighty foe in mighty armour that must be bashed off before he can be killed. Okay, so I think we're just going to wade in. See how many of these sort of small, squishy thieves we can take out before that happens. I'm trying to reduce the number of people I have to face at once, that's the key thing. Because if it's just the Black Knight by himself, I'm not that worried. Because we've already proven that we can defeat him fairly handily. Just got to reduce some of the complexity of this fight, that's the trick. Luckily he seems content to just sit over there for now. Okay. It's getting a little bit close. Oh, I thought that one had got us. Okay, I'm going quiet now because I'm really concentrating. Oh dear. Almost there, almost there. Oh no. Oh! Oh, we had our second wind! Aha! Didn't have to worry at all. Everything's fine. Okay, now it's just us versus the Black Knight. So we go bash, bash, bash. There we go. Much more confident now. Oh, that blessing was, well, a real blessing. That was from the... Was that from the Holy Relic quest, or did we just find it? Extremely happy we've got that. That really saved our baby. And now we can show him what we're made of. There we go. Just hammer away at this armour. Whoop. Okay, we did take a bit of a giant sword blade to the face there, but no matter. Bam, there we go. He's got a lot of health. Just keep chipping away at him though. He's no match for us. I'm not sure freeing 3 like interdimensional genies from a prison beyond the realm of mortal ken is probably a good idea in the long run, you know, but then again, having them on our side is probably better than having them against us. There we go. Whoop. Dodge. Smash, 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 and then finish it! Oh, nope. Oh, I was trying to be dramatic and just save the finisher right for the end. Oh, okay. Man, my hands are almost shaking a little bit there. But we did it. We defeated the Black Knight. Does that give us both tokens? The silver clouds disperse around you as the Black Knight's body falls lifelessly to the floor. Gariel greets you warmly. You have freed us from a prison we thought eternal. Our gratitude shall be endless, warrior of fate. I can see why he's watching you, Iowa says with a smile. While he is watching you, Harrow says grimly, we shall be plotting our revenge. The 3 siblings disappear in a cloud of grey and gold. Overcome with exhaustion, you look around for a comfortable place to make camp. You are surprised to see your bedroll already laid out beside a campfire burning low. You gaze up at the night sky briefly before falling into a deep and untroubled sleep.
Fate itself begins to turn in your favour.
So for freeing the Watchers,
because you are here,
we get some equipment, some interesting looking swords, and some more treasures, and a buckler to start off with. Freeing the Watchers, some more events. This one looks exciting. Grimalkin. We'll probably have to take that with us next time. Whew. And for proving ourselves worthy opponents, we get the Forgotten Dreams. Excellent. That can definitely go in our deck next time. Perhaps we'll bring some of these with us, and we'll go and redo the Strength card next time. But there we go. One more adventure completed, one more card in the deck. Whew. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you next episode. Bye-bye.